It's 2023 and there's a lot of talk online about identities. Everyone's got an identity, haven't we? It's not new. We used to call them labels. Remember that? We used to call them labels. Everyone labels other people and themselves in some ways. And I would like to suggest that sometimes labels, the self-labeling, how you label yourself, can actually be doing you more harm than good. I remember years ago, an employer made me do a personality test.
It's a test.
He made everyone in the company do this personality test. It was called Insights. Let me know if you've ever done that. We got categorized into red, yellow, green and blue depending on our personality traits. And the red people were kind of blunt and direct and liked to be fast.
I'm fast.
And the yellow people were kind of fluffy and limited on detail and were very collaborative and quite creative.
Creative, our department.
The green people were compassionate and nice and customer and person focused.
What's missing is a little compassion.
And blue people, well, blue people were just as far as I was concerned.
I'm blue.
No, only joking, I'm blue. We were detailed people. We liked to do the detail. People used to wear these things like a badge of bloody honor. We would get these Lego bricks and they would stack them in order from their biggest trait to their least important trait. And if they were a red, some of them would go around wearing it like a badge of honor and behaving quite badly. And they would be abrasive and short-tempered, refuse to do any detail, and they would say,
"Oh, I'm sorry, it's the red energy in me. It's the red energy. Sorry if I'm a bit abrupt, it's the red person in me." And then you'd get some green people who would be really overly caring and overly compassionate, and then they would do a fake apology. They would say, "I'm sorry, it's the green in me. I just care so much, you see." It
actually led to a less effective workforce and a less effective management team as far as I could tell. We need to be careful of the labels we adopt. Fitness industry know this. If you label yourself as fat and greedy, chances are you're going to be fat and greedy, because if you adopt that label and you accept it, and then what do? It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. You believe you are something and therefore you act accordingly.
I hope it doesn't sound arrogant when I say that I am the greatest man in the world.
I've seen it recently. I've had neurodivergent people. There's a new label that we've been using. Neurodivergent people come on my training courses. Right? And neurodivergence is not new. It's just a new term for many. I think I'm neurodivergent, to be honest, if you can't tell. But people come onto the training and then start to use this label as an excuse for not being able to do things. Labels sometimes can become restrictive. And so we need to be very careful. The labels that we use must be used in such a way that they empower us and enable us to become better and live better lives, be more productive human beings and be more competent and capable living in this world around us. As soon as the label we adopt starts to unnecessarily restrict us, then I think the label itself becomes very, very harmful. So, question for you, what labels do you apply to yourself, and are they doing you any good or are they doing you more harm than good?